How many times have you told yourself, "This is the year I finally quit"? Whether it's vaping, smoking, or drinking too much. And yet, here you are, still struggling to let go of the habit. First off, let me tell you something. It's not your fault. Breaking free from unhealthy habits isn't just about willpower. It's about understanding how habits work, how they affect your brain, and most importantly, how you can outsmart them. So if you're tired of feeling trapped, if you're ready to take back control and start fresh, this video is for you. Today, I'll walk you through the real reasons quitting is so hard, the biggest mistakes people make, and a step-by-step guide to finally quitting for good. Why quitting feels impossible. Let's start with the science behind habits. Have you ever noticed that when you try to quit something, your cravings seem even stronger? That's because habits aren't just routines. They're deeply wired into your brain. How nicotine, alcohol, and other addictions work. These substances hijack your brain's reward system. Dopamine spikes create temporary pleasure, making your brain depend on the habit. Over time, your brain learns to crave that dopamine hit, even when you don't really need it. The withdrawal trap. When you quit, your brain panics. It's used to the quick reward. Symptoms like anxiety, irritability, and brain fog make it feel like quitting is impossible. But here's the good news. This phase is temporary, and I'll show you how to get through it. Most people fail to quit because they go in with the wrong approach. So let's talk about the most common mistakes and how you can avoid them. Mistake number 1, relying only on willpower. Willpower is a finite resource. It runs out fast. Instead of relying on willpower, you need a strategy. Mistake number 2, going cold turkey without a plan. Some people can quit instantly, but most need a gradual approach. Cutting back little by little increases your chances of long-term success. Mistake number 3, not replacing the habit. You can't just remove a habit. You have to replace it with something better. Example, if you're quitting vaping, chew gum or take deep breaths instead. Mistake number 4, thinking one relapse means failure. Relapses are normal. It doesn't mean you failed. What matters is getting back on track instead of giving up completely. Now that we know what not to do, let's talk about what actually works. Here's a 3-step plan to finally quit your unhealthy habit and regain control over your life. Step 1, identify your triggers. When do you crave your habit the most? Stress, boredom, social situations. Keep a craving journal. Track when and why you feel the urge. Once you identify triggers, you can create a strategy to avoid or manage them. Step 2, replace the habit with a healthier one. If you're quitting vaping, replace it with deep breathing or sugar-free gum. If you're quitting alcohol, find a new social routine that doesn't revolve around drinking. Make the replacement habit something positive that still gives you a sense of reward. Step 3, get accountability and support. Tell a friend or family member about your goal. Join an online community or support group. Quitting is easier when you're not alone. If needed, seek professional help. Therapy, coaching, or medical support can make a huge difference. Here's the truth. Breaking an unhealthy habit isn't about being stronger. It's about being smarter. The cravings will come, but they will also fade. The doubts will creep in, but they don't have to win. You have the power to take back control of your life. So take that first step today. Your future self will thank you. If this helped you, leave a comment below and share what habit you're working on breaking. Let's support each other on this journey.